I call this Town of Adams Board of Selectmen's meeting to order, Wednesday, August 20th, 2025. This meeting is being recorded. Anyone in the audience who would like to film part or all of this meeting, please inform the chair. You can do it. Berkshire's is here. Anyone else? Okay. Next is the Pledge of Allegiance. Would everyone please stand and join the Board of Selectmen in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, we do have a public hearing at 6:05 this evening. It is 6:03. They haven't called in yet, waiting on that. Next, we have, approval. Okay, so next we have public comment. We have a minute or two. Anyone in the audience who would like to address the Board of Selectmen? Please state.
I'll take up your 2 minutes.
Thank you.
Haley Meswer, Town Clerk, but I'm not here, well, I kind of am here for Town Clerk business. I just wanted to give a shout out to the Adams Street Fair for taking on the concerts and movies this year. I did it a couple weeks ago, but I don't think anybody at home could hear me. So I'm here again tonight to just give a shout out to the Adams Street Fair for organizing the concert series and the movie series. We had a concert last night. We have one next Tuesday on the 26th, and then again on September 2nd. Next Tuesday, Brave Brothers will be playing, and then September 2nd, it does say to be announced, and it's going to be the Eagles Community Band. If you can make it down, great. I've attended the majority of them, and they've all been very nice. I do want to give a shout out to Berkshire Running Center Foundation, who gave this street fair $1,000 from the proceeds from the Pedal and Plod this year. And I'm just going to give a small plug about the street fair. I'm sure somebody will be giving a plug about it in maybe at your next meeting. The street fair is going to be Saturday, September 13th at the Adams Visitor Center, and it will be from 2 to 8 p.m. Do I still have like 30 seconds before your 6:05?
Sure, keep it going.
Okay, I'll put my town clerk hat on, and this is just a little announcement. I just want to let anybody out there in TV land, if you happen to know somebody that is looking to request their birth certificate, their death certificate, or their marriage certificate, we are now online. In conjunction with the Treasurer's Office, we've been able to bring that online. So if there are people from afar that need to request these, they can do so by just going to the town's website, going to the town clerk's page, and going to Vital Records, and you can order it online. If you're uncertain whether or not we do have your record, though, please call our office so we can ensure you that we do have the record, because we do have a no refund policy. So, did I take up enough of your time?
That's good, thank you. Great news, too. Have they called in yet?
They have not, but I'm just making sure.
Chairman Duval,
Yes,
if
sir.
I could, I believe you're here representing
Yes.
the electric company.
Okay, and we expected someone to be calling in. Was that
Name is Vincent.
Vince?
Oh, Vince is the clerk.
Vince, yes.
So I'm the designer, the local designer, Michael Tatro. I'll represent National Grid.
Okay, you're Mike Tatro, okay.
Yes.
And so can you answer all the questions?
Yes.
We don't have to worry about
I designed
this?
the project, and
Great,
it's, I usually attend any of the projects that I design.
great, okay. All right, so the board, we need to make a motion to go into public hearing.
I'll make a motion that we go to public hearing on a petition from National Grid and Verizon to erect and maintain poles in public ways located in the vicinity of the intersection of East Hoosick Street and North Summer Street. This is via Zoom,
But,
but
In person
we have
today.
the gentleman here in person.
all right, so we have a motion by Ann. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Jay. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Unanimous decision. All right, in the board's packet this evening, we have the request from National Grid and Verizon in a letter form They've identified all of the residents or businesses that would be impacted. They have all been notified. There's also a map of where the pole is going to go. The board will need to approve the petition for joint or identical pole locations. I'm wondering if I can have you just give us a general overview instead of me reading all this information. So let's start, open it up and provide the board with information on what this is going to entail.
Well, the project at St. Stan's Church, they're gonna have a big crane on Summer Street reaching up over the power lines, so we wanna de-energize the power lines in front of the building. There's a three-phase power running down Summer Street, but there's, right at the corner where St. Stan's is on East Housatonic, the three-phase tap runs up East Housatonic, east. So we need to run that three-phase to East Housatonic from the north side of East Housatonic.
East
Hoosick.
East Hoosick, right, excuse me.
That's okay.
And so that's why we would like to set a pole on the corner of 4 East Hoosick Street. And then on the north side of East Hoosick on Summer, we'll run the three-phase to that corner and then continue over to the other side of East Hoosick to the existing three-phase power. And then we can shut everything down in front of the church and they can safely do their work.
Will everything go back to the way it was after the work is completed?
Yes.
Okay, it's just a temporary pole.
Well, we could leave that pole and, because we'll have switches in place and just turn the power back on. So I haven't done a put-back design, but we could do that if that was requested. The gentleman at 4 East Hoosick, they didn't really seem to, if we put a pole there.
Okay, I've got some questions, but I'm going to open it up to the board to begin to ask your questions. Ann?
You're saying that this is going to be working with a pole by the church that is existing already?
The existing pole on the corner of East Hoosick and Summer Street, or North Summer.
Summer.
Right by the church, that's where the three-phase tap goes east, up East Hoosick.
Right.
And we need to shut down the power from that pole to the south side of the church. So there's no way to do it at that pole. We have to move that three-phase tap up one pole and run it across to that corner and over to the
So I'm
existing.
just trying to picture, is there a line that comes from the East Hoosick, North Summer Street pole going across to the church? Is there a line there already?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just trying to, because I don't pay
So
attention.
we're going to remove those conductors from the corner of the church
Okay.
to the corner of East Hoosick on the other
Okay.
side of North
All right,
Summer, and then install them, if we get the permission to, on the north side of East Hoosick,
all right.
so that the crane can have that area to work. And then we can de-energize, put switches on that pole one on the north side of East Hoosick, and another switch on the south side of the church, de-energize them, and they can do their work safely.
All right, thank you.
Christine?
So the request is really to have an identical pole put in, not to take away a pole. Eventually, both will still be there. And you're talking about, you would then be able to go between the two poles? Talk to me a little bit more about the switch that you just mentioned.
So we'll put in a switch, a load break switch just south of the church.
Okay.
I think that's pole 13. And that will remain, there'll just be another switch point that's in the system. And pole 1 on North Summer Street, which is on the north side of East Hoosick, will have inline disconnects, because there won't be room to put a switch on that pole, because that'll be a three-phase tap pole that will feed the three-phase across the street. And we'll leave those also, because there'll just be another switch point, and we don't really need to take them out. It's just like our plumbing, the more valves you have, the easier it is to shut things down and turn it back on. So we'll just have another switch point there.
That would be maintained by National Grid.
Oh, absolutely.
Both of them would
Yeah,
be.
everything will be, we're taking care of that.
And then eventually they both would be active.
Right, when the church is done with their work, we'll open those switches up and the power will flow in front of the church. We'll have to do some switch work. Once we shut that section down, we'll refeed the south end with our network.
I sat through a public hearing with DPU last week about double poles and all of the regulations that are coming out, and that's what I'm trying to just get a better sense of.
So there'll be no double
It's not
poles
double
because
pole.
we're not,
Right.
well, I guess pole one, we're gonna put a new 45 there. But we have to use that same exact location because there's a channel underneath that intersection, the Tophet Brook runs through there. So that's why we could just add a pole and put another switch, but we can't do that. There's no room. That pole one is right at the edge of where that channel is, and there's no room. Literally, this is the only way we can do this.
Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome.
JMS?
I guess that was most of my questions. Now, this is just obviously going to be temporary while they're doing the work on the church, where it's going to be switched to that pole. Is there anything that we have to do as far as switching it back, or is that just on you guys
That will
at
be
that point?
National Grid when
Yep.
the church is done with all their work, the crane's gone.
Yep.
Then we can let the power flow the
Okay.
normal way.
All right. Yeah, I think everything else was answered that I had.
Joe?
Yeah, my plat thing here wasn't good. Is this where, I know the location, I know all about it, but the existing pole one, that's the pole that's there now, correct?
Yes.
Okay, because my circle wasn't clear. Now, that pole, when do you have an idea when that pole was put in? Because my eyes tell me that it's an older pole.
I believe it is. I think I have the design or the work request. So we will replace that pole in the exact same location.
Okay, so
That
it's
would
gonna be replaced.
like a cut and kick, so there's never two poles, because sometimes we need to use the exact location, like right now. So they cut the pole off, set it right next to where it was located, pull the butt of it out, put it, they have to hold that pole up, everything's still going, put a new pole in, and then swap all the conductors over to the new pole.
Yeah, because looking at that pole, there is a lot of electrical components on that one pole. And how deep do you go in with your poles? Because I've noticed most of the poles in Adams that end up rotting are the ones that are on sidewalks. What is your depth when you put in a pole?
We go 10% plus 2 feet, so that'll be a 45-foot pole, so it'll be 4.5 feet plus 2, so it'll be 6.5 feet deep.
Okay,
Occasionally they'll vary it deeper or less, depending on
yeah,
a little bit. They can go a foot or so,
yeah.
one way or the other, but
And
it'll
you,
probably be 6.5
you
feet.
auger them?
Yes.
And as you brought up prior, it's not too far away because, like you said, that's an open culvert that goes under the Tophet.
Right, like I
Will
said.
there be any problems with the run-through where the river goes with the impaction and drilling? Because I'm not sure if that's still a rock walls there for that Tophet. That's been there.
Oh, it's a cement channel. I went down
Okay,
there to
okay,
look at
that's
it,
what
because there's another project on the other side that 117, we need to refeed that, but I can't get a pole on
Right.
the corner of East Huzik and North Summer because it's all a channel, because right now, I don't know if you've noticed that building, it's fed through that,
Right?
right away
Yeah.
on the south side of the building, and then our pole in the back, and then it splits to, it needs to be fixed.
Because,
We might have to go underground for that.
yeah, that underground culvert has been there for years and years. I don't think it's been touched for, at least in my lifetime and that I know of. So there won't be any problem with the cement as you auger down. And how far away are you from that? Because you said it's close, so what do you mean by close?
It's close, so it's within 3 feet of
Right,
the edge of that
yeah.
cement culvert channel.
So that cement might be pretty old, so I'm just.
Well, there's an existing hole, so we'll probably
Right.
replace the cement sidewalk and then pull the existing pole butt out, so it's gonna be not like drilling a new hole,
Okay, all right, then.
so it won't be as
Now I get what you're saying.
impactful.
I didn't get it at first. So you're gonna cut it at the stump and then auger and get it out because you'll need something to pull
Pull
it.
it out, yeah.
Yeah, and then you're gonna drop that pole in
New
there.
pole in,
Okay.
right, while the existing poles will hold that, so it'll be a big production, we'll have to have
Yeah,
police there,
I
there'll be,
understand that.
line trucks on either side, and they'll hold this pole with a bucket truck, set a new pole, then they'll go up and build the pole top and transfer all the conductors. Then we have to wait for Verizon. I mean, it'll be a little maneuver.
Yeah.
Everyone will know about it, there'll be.
And
a lot of
to
trucks.
Chairman Duval's point, that proposed on East Tuzik Street going across, I didn't understand, is that gonna be temporary? And then once this pole goes back into existence, will this pole that's gonna be across the street on East Tuzik Street, is that gonna stay?
It can stay.
Okay.
The gentleman at that
What
property.
would be the advantage of it staying?
Well, we won't have to shut the street, well, we're not really gonna shut it down, but there won't be a big production again.
Yeah.
Because we're also gonna remove the three-phase conductors from the corner at the church over across Summer Street to the first pole on East Huzik. So to put it back, we'd have to, well, we would put the wires in place first, and then switch
So those
that. and then-
conductors will be just temporary on the pole across the street, and then you're gonna bring them back once you're in?
I don't have a design to put it back at this point.
Okay. Because looking at the reach, 62 feet, that's a long reach. Do you believe it is?
Oh, no, that's short.
Okay.
We go 150 feet or
Okay, from
more.
line to
These are
line?
45-foot poles, Class 2, they're very,
Yeah.
I mean, these are substantial poles, and they're
They're gonna be
made,
that big?
well, they're big poles, they're big, like, they'll stop a car.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, giving it something like this, I don't think the
That's-
poles are that big, are they?
At the bottom of a Class 2 45-foot pole is that big around.
Okay, so the pole that's in now, and I'm not gonna go much farther, but so the pole that's in now on, that you're going to have to, take out, how big is the butt of that?
That's probably
That's not that big, I
that's
don't
probably a
think.
40-foot
Right,
Class 3.
Right.
So we'll widen the hole a little bit with
Right.
our
See,
auger.
that's what I worry about when you start saying widening. Okay, I guess, that's all I have on it, and I'm certainly all for this. Because, as I mentioned in my first statement, is that pole doesn't seem like it has much life left in it, and it's got a lot of, components on it.
Right.
Okay, that's all I have, thank you.
Okay, anything else from the Board of Selectmen? Anyone from the public who would like to provide some input to this? And you mentioned at the beginning, this is being done because of renovations to the Polish church?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, can I have a motion to come out of executive session?
Public hearing.
Public hearing.
I'll make a motion that we come out of public hearing.
Motion by Ann, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Jay. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, none, unanimous. Okay, so the board needs to approve the adoption of order for joint or identical poll locations, which was provided to us in our packet by National Grid / Verizon. Any discussion, deliberation on this any further?
I'll make a motion that we vote to allow National Grid and Verizon to put a pole on the corner of East Hoosick Street and North Summer in order to help with the renovation of St. Stan's.
Could you add, as described in the order for joint or identical poll locations?
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the order itself that we
The order for
assign.
joint or identical poll locations.
Motion by Ann, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Jay. Any final discussion on this?
Just one
Yeah.
ask to you, if anything goes wrong, you're liable, correct?
Oh, yes, yeah,
Okay.
we have, we had to show the documentation
Oh, I
to
understand.
to North Adams for, yeah, they have very good insurance, and all their everyone does, and they break anything, we'll fix it. It'll be better when we leave than when we get there.
Okay, I hope so. Thank you.
Yes.
So after the board approves this evening and we provide the signed documentation, how long before you guys begin?
Well, I don't have an
Estimated.
exact date, but they know that this is like a time-critical project, and
Right.
and the contractors want to get to do their work, so I'm sure that will get on the schedule within a couple of weeks.
Okay. Any final discussion?
That was mine. No, that was my question. You're good.
Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, any abstentions, unanimous decision. Thank you for being here this evening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thanks, Michelle.
All right, okay, next on the agenda, we have public comment we went through, I think we took care of that. Approval of minutes from August 6, 2025.
I make a motion to waive the reading of the minutes for August 6, 2025, and to approve as such.
Motion by Ann, do we have a second?
I'll second.
And we have a second by Christine, discussion.
So, yeah, so there's parts of the minutes that are missing, at least in my packet. I don't know if that was the case for everyone. So after the approval of minutes, then there's sections A and B that are missing in mine, which would have been the ratification of Daniel Doyle and then the appointments of Lisa Mendel and Linda Cernick. I just didn't have those in my packet. And then after old business, there was the. Mine are, but I might be missing pages.
Oh, okay.
And then,
So what happened is that the printout is just one-sided that we have, or
It may have just gotten jammed in the copier.
yeah.
just for Jay's cap?
No,
Does
no,
anyone have
everybody's?
them?
I don't have those second pages, but I thought they were in the scanned piece, but I'm not,
Oh, well, okay. So really, it's up to the board,
yeah.
it's up to the board if they want to table these minutes, or if they're okay with what they received through email, the scanned version. It's up to the board to make that decision.
Well, I personally would like to hold them up so we have something that's legit. And is it time sensitive that we need to okay those today?
I think we can do it the next
We
meeting.
can move it on along? Okay.
Okay, so Christine and Ann, okay to recall your motion and
I will
second?
recall my motion to approve the minutes for August 6, 2025.
And Christine, you're good
I'll
with that?
second that, yeah.
Okay, so We're okay with that. Now we need a motion to
Table.
table these minutes for the next meeting.
I'll make a motion to table the minutes for August 6th.
Motion by Jay, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Christine, any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, none, unanimous decision. Next, we have appointments, ratification of appointment of Paul Lipka as COA per diem van driver. We have Sarah is here. We have a letter from Sarah, we have a letter from Holly, I believe, going through these, so if you want to just in general discuss?
Sure. So Paul Lipka is an Adams resident, former employee of 30-plus years at Specialty Minerals. Ran into one of our van drivers while he was pumping gas and said, hey, how do you like that? And they got to talking, and he thought it was something he would like to do. So we are more than happy to add another driver to our rotation.
Any questions from the board?
I like the recruitment technique.
I know. And actually, that's how we got that van driver. They, were stopped getting a coffee at Cumberland Farms or something, and yeah.
That's fantastic.
So we gotta set up like a satellite office at Cumbies.
I like it, that's good. Oh.
I can if you want me to.
So all drivers are hired at a grade 5, step 1, which for fiscal year 2026 is $18.83.
Okay.
And once this board gives their approval, then he's sent for a pre-employment physical, and if and when that is passed, there's a whole litany of trainings and safety measures that the drivers have to go through. It takes about 2 to 3 months to onboard a driver because the trainings that are offered by the state are typically only offered once or twice a month.
Okay. Holly, anything?
So Sarah's covered pretty much everything, and I approve of her appointment.
All right. Any questions from the board?
Through the chair, I just have a comment. I've known Paul for a long, long time. He's a very, very nice person, great family man, and I think he'll do a good job.
Wonderful. Thank
Yep.
you.
Sarah, quick question. How many van drivers would this bring us up to?
So it kind of fluctuates.
Yeah.
We right now have only 3 drivers that drive throughout the week that are regular weekly van drivers. We did have 4. One has been out on medical leave. We have 3 backup drivers that only fill in when our regular drivers are on vacation or have appointments or things like that. And 2 of those backup drivers are out on medical leave. So I have a feeling once we build up our staff of drivers, some of the other drivers are going to step back and let the newer drivers take the lead.
Okay. Well, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then I just have one more question. People that are out on medical leave, are they getting compensated?
I believe one is because he was injured while operating the van.
Okay.
And then the other is not.
Okay. Thank you.
What is the board's pleasure?
I'll make a motion to ratify the appointment of Paul Lipka as the COA per diem van driver pending completion of all hiring requirements at a grade 5, step 1 hourly rate of $18.83.
Motion by Christine, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Ann. Any final discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Unanimous decision. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Still, let's see, we're under licensing, a one-day liquor license application for the American Legion, number 160, to serve at 171 Buckland Road, Adams, on Saturday, August 30th, 2025, from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. for a private event. Information is in your packet. I think have we come across this before? We have some discussion on it.
Yes, we did.
Okay. Okay, discussion.
Just the memo from Tylea, who put this together, does note that the board previously approved the liquor license for the event, but upon receiving the completed document, the applicant realized that the incorrect type of license had been requested, and a corrected application has since been submitted, and the original license has been voided, and that is why it is coming back before the Board of Selectmen.
Okay. Any other discussion?
I'd like to also add, I believe that it came back also because we weren't sure about liability.
Yeah, at one point, yeah, yep, yep. Which has been provided here.
Right.
About
Which the
Yeah,
board
it's all-
has.
everything's
Yep.
there.
Okay, what is the board's pleasure?
I'll make a motion that we approve the one-day liquor license application for the American Legion number 160 to serve at 171 Buckland Road, Adams, on Saturday, August 30th, 2025, from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. for a private event.
Motion by Ann. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Christine. Any final discussion?
Yeah, instead of number 160, it probably should be termed post 160.
Okay. Any further final discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, any abstentions? Unanimous decision. All right, now we're under announcements. The first one is something that we have been reporting out every meeting. To make direct services requests to the Department of Public Works, please call 743-8300, extension 122, or visit the town website and use Report and Issue Here under the DPW webpage. To make a request in person, stop into the Town Hall, second floor, DPW office, Monday through Friday. We did have a question today in regards to not receiving a response that their request has been received, and that's something that Holly's going to take a look into and see if that's something that we can provide back to the individual, that their request has been received. Doesn't mean it's approved, but we have received it.
May I ask, being on the board for quite some time, is this new?
Yeah, this is rather new, yep.
Yep. Okay, so,
I think it was put on the website in 2020 or 21,
the
report and issue here.
okay,
Right, but the rest of it's been relatively new, yeah. So it's been around, and we're just reinforcing it.
that's telling me that they're getting a lot of calls.
Okay, the next announcement. I'm going to let Jay Meswar take this one.
Yeah. So there will be a ribbon cutting ceremony for the Adams Dog Park, which is located at 1 Cook Street on Saturday, August 23rd, this Saturday at 10 a.m. The event, I'd like to thank the Northern Berkshire Events Committee who's helping sponsor this event. They were able to get prizes for a raffle that's going to be there, and also Roxy's Barkery, which is located in North Adams, is going to be providing treats for dogs that do come. So we like to welcome citizens of the town to the ribbon cutting. Even though it's been open for a little while, we want to do a formal introduction and ribbon cutting for the park, and friendly pets are also invited to attend. So that'll be this Saturday.
And Jay, thank you for taking on the lead in doing the ribbon cutting.
I'd also like to thank you.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good event.
And finally, C, there will be a ribbon cutting ceremony for the Berkshire Music School's satellite location at the Adams Theater Lobby and Lounge on Thursday, August 21st at 2 p.m., which is tomorrow, 2 p.m. BMS will offer private lessons at the theater every Wednesday for voice, violin, viola, cello, guitar, bass, and piano, starting September 10th, 2025. All community members are invited to attend. All right, that's all we have for business this evening. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion by Christine, second by Ann. Any
Yes.
final discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, none. This meeting has come to an end.